Hey, what's up everyone? I got us a neat little unit here to work on. This is an 8-track player. You can see there's our 8-track. Now this says Kmart on it. I think these were sold in Kmart. But what this is the company is SS Cartridge. Cartridge. I'll spell it for you. Oh, okay. K-R-E-S-G-E. Cartridge Company. Model 3654. That tag's really faded, so I had to really kind of look at it to get the model number. Hong Kong. And this is the speaker right box. Now this gets put together and can be carried along. Battery. This is kind of like the precursor to the boom box. Yeah, SS Cartridge Company, model 3654. Kind of a cute little unit. I thought it was really nice, retro looking. But it does power up. It is powered up as we speak. Plugged in. But let me get a dirty switches, of course, and you can see no lights, and it doesn't change tracks. So we're going to have to get in and get her cleaned up. Most of the time the lights are that little plate on the top there that turns on the lights, and there's a finger that switches and pushes the head down for each track, and that's probably all gummed up. And it definitely needs a good cleaning, and we'll get our switches cleaned up as well. That way when you turn up your volume left and right, you don't hear all the crackling. So I'm going to get you set up. This side, this is the left speaker box. Just needs cleaned really good. And this is the actual player. As you can see, plugs in. Check that out too. So we'll get this tore down and let's see what we can do about getting it to work like it should. So without further ado, let's get busy and get this little guy fixed up and cleaned up. Alright, let's see if we can get this apart. Let's see what we're looking at. Shouldn't be too elaborate. There shouldn't be a whole lot to it. I think the power supply is over in the left speaker, because that's where our plug goes in, and then our power supply switches it to 12 volt and sends it over with the plug. And then the plug sends the audio over to the left side. Okay, looks like the face comes off. Two, three, four, five. Alright, that's just a nut that holds that. Get you spun over a little. Ew. Okay. Player on this one is upside down. Belt's actually decent. So we were going to... Yep. Let's take the drive and the deck out of it so we can access the track changer and head assembly. I see a wire off. That just twisted, or is that tied? That is tied. Yeah, see a little red wire right here that's off of something. Okay. I know none of these being this old. There's another one there. That just not just soldered together. Wire. Okay. Need to get some rope here so I can flip it over. Without putting too much stress on the wiring. These are awful little wires. That's better. Alright, first things first. Let's get this little E-clip off of here without launching it. Oop. Come on up out of there. Now we should be able to get the... Said this is the contact plate. Ugh, you can see how nice and black that is. And that's what this is, the plate here. This rides around here telling us, or lighting up our track number. Yeah. Now we have a little retainer here. Let's see if I can get that out of the way. This one's just a little bit different. This one has a screw that holds that down. Take it out. And see, when you hit the track button, this flips over. What it does is it sucks down this little pin here on this motor. We'll flip it around, and then it twists it, and it raises and lowers the head assembly, which the head assembly is this guy right here. We can pull it up off of there so we can clean the shaft, and we can clean the head while it's off. And note there's a spring underneath the head. Note where it's at. And see, it hooks onto the back side here. If you can see this little tab right here. Take him off of there, and there's a spring there. Now there's another E-clip down on there, but that's just kind of a spacer, kind of retains everything in one spot. Our flipper arm is in good shape. We'll oil the shaft for here, and we'll clean our shafts up and put some grease on them so the head will slide up and down like it should. And we'll get our contact plate cleaned up. Let's see, what I use is I have a fiberglass pencil. You can get these on Amazon. And they work really good for cleaning up contacts and contact plates. And we'll take the little nubs are the ones that really are what make contact up there and transfer power from this one to the other 3 or 4. So we have to make sure those are all cleaned up. And as you can see, there's a D with a little pin, and that fits on there only one way. Old nasty grease. Okay, I got some alcohol in here. I'll see if we can get all this cleaned up. You can see this one had the same problem that I had on that other one. Somebody used glue to glue the head on the bracket. See if I can send that out a little bit. Nope. Okay, we got her cleaned up. I'm going to put a little bit of super lube on it. See this screw right here? That's for adjusting it in between tracks. If it seems like it's playing on two tracks at once, or it's just off a little bit, you know, you can hear the other track playing. It's that screw. And what it does is it rests on this little cam side, and that's what determines what track it's on. As this turns, this pushes the head up and down and brings it on each track. And if it seems like it's off and you kind of hear another track while one track is playing, you adjust that screw and it'll move it in up or down to where it belongs. Alright, let's put that little spring on there. Put a little bit of super lube on it. A little bit on the bottom side here so it slides on that pin, on that adjustment screw. Okay. Need our little keeper here. Okay, both caps on our little power supply had one leg broke or rotted, or so I was kind of surprised it even worked. So I got them both changed out, and now I am putting it back together. It's gonna go down. And here. So I'll go ahead, I'm gonna move along here and I'll get this put together. And once I have this put together, we can start. Sorry about that. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing and can't concentrate on what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'll get the little power supply here all put back together, and get this put back on. I'll get that back cleaned up, and then we can get the other part back over here and get the plug wired up on it, so we can go ahead and test out the drive and see if we got it straightened out. And if so, then we can finish getting it put together. And I'll go over there. Alright, I'll finish getting this put. Okay, okay, got a little bonus here. You know how on your 8-tracks your pressure pads deteriorate and gone? Well, I've been buying this, let me see, here we go. Replacement pads for 8-track. And what they do is it comes in a big steak adhesive on the back, and I've just been on these ones that just take the 2 little ones. I can put them in without taking the tape apart. On the other ones, there's some of them that take a real long one. Now that one, you have to take the 8-track apart in order to put that one in. I like these ones. This is good old Ted Nugent here. I just harpoon it with my tweezers. And then what I got on my and then just kind of sneak the tape up a little bit, and then we can put it right down. Come on, get off there. Don't have the right angle. one. Get the tape out of the way. Yeah. New pressure pads. Helps if you plug it in. I'll back you up, and I'm going to get you down, and I'm going to show you our finished 8-track. Alright, there it is. You can see we're lit up. Unfortunately, number 1 light is out. Number 1 bulb is burnt out.
Open up your heart. Open up your heart and innocent man. Put the blame on me.
Alright, she turned out pretty good. Pretty nice. Ted, back here. Still got some yellowing. You know, the door's yellowed. Got a yellowing on that corner pretty bad. The rest of it's kind of dingy yellow up top here. That speaker, the left speaker with the power supply in it, turned out nice. It's but that's yellowed on the back. So it sat, you know, just like this for quite a while in the sunlight. And like I said, it cleaned up the switches, the slides. All I do, I use my contact cleaner, spray it in there, run it up and down about 20 times, and it cleans them up really nice. Washed everything up, got everything cleaned on the inside. You watched me fix the changer, the track changer, and we got that going. The head, cleaned the head with alcohol, and got everything all cleaned up. Checked everything out, changed those 2 capacitors on the power supply. Both of those had the legs broke off of them. When I touched them, they came just kind of, leg kind of fell off of it, and you can see they were starting to get ready to puke. So we got those changed out as well. So the power supply is going to be reliable. And everything else should be pretty reliable on this if somebody wants to use it to play. If not, you know, if they're just going to collect it, then fine. It's not a museum piece, it's not a collector's piece, it's just, it'd be nice sitting on the shelf if somebody wanted to collect it or just wanted to use it. I did find a date on it. On the inside was July 1975 is when this one, at least that's when it's stamped on the deck itself, on the player, on the drive. Ugh. Alright, I gotta go. Okay, spam. So, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I like these older 8-track players and a lot of this older stuff. So I hope to see you on the next one. Until then,
I came to see him to listen for a while.
see ya.